Hey, my name's Amanda Zieba. Welcome to my channel, Learning with the Word Nerd. I am so excited you're here today because I'm going to be telling you about a strategy you can use that will make kids excited about finding new books. Now, normally I have my best lesson planning ideas in the shower while I'm thinking about the day ahead. Inevitably, something comes to me and I'm like, ooh, I should change it and do it that way. But this idea came to me one night last week while I was falling asleep. And I was thinking, gosh, what if we could get kids to search the shelves? What if we could get them to be excited about trying something new rather than reading the same old thing? Like, what would that look like? And the idea that I came up with is a scavenger hunt. I'm going to put a couple pictures up here on the screen so you can see, but what if we gave our students a list of things that they should look for? And not things like, you should find a book by such and such author, or you need to have a book for this particular assignment requirement. What if we made it fun? What if we had lists like, find books that have a one-word title, a two-word title, a three-word title, four-word, five-word? What if we had lists like, find a book that is red, blue, green? What if we had a list that had really random things like, find a book that has a car on the front cover or an animal name in the title? We could give our students these lists, we could turn them loose in the library, and they would be the ones searching for these books. Then once they had all the books, we could say, all right, look through them, read the blurb, read the back, the first couple pages, look at the format. What do you think? Which of these books is most exciting to you? And then encourage them to check that book out. Now, there are a whole bunch of different ways you could do this activity, but here are a few ideas that I had for you. Number one, you can use the list that I've printed for you already, or you could make your own list. I've got some blank templates in there too, or you could have your students make lists for each other after they've, been through the activity a couple times and they know what it's like. You could, as a teacher, demonstrate the activity by making lists of your own, like this list right here. This is the title word, the number of words in a title stack. Here's one, alone, vanishing act, across the desert, greetings for witness protection, and from night owl to dogfish. Or here's another one, ghost, nowhere boy, fanless book, Hoop knows the scoop, and a long walk to water. It's thinking about books in a different way. You could tell them about these stories, and then you could say, all right, your turn, go find some. Or, as you can see over here, I've got the color-coded ones. So by demonstrating what it looks like, showing them that it is possible, and challenging them to make their own stacks, it could be really fun. This could be as peaceful or as rowdy as you want. Now, librarians, we love you, but sometimes you can be a bit particular, maybe even a bit persnickety about the way things go in the library. And teachers, you know your librarians, your fellow staff members, better than I do. So if you have the librarian who wants everything very peaceful and very quiet, maybe you make this a silent challenge, individually competing with students against students. Or if you have a little bit more flexibility, you can make it as rowdy as you want. You could turn on secret spy music while they're, searching for the library, through the library to find their books. You could put a timer on it. You could have, teams go head to head competing. Now, one, super rowdy idea I had requires a little backstory. When I was a kid, I went to a babysitter. Her name was Bernadine. She had very tight curly hair and this white boat of a car with red vinyl seats that she loved more than anything. She made us homemade meals for lunch. And before lunch, Bernadine would watch soap operas. Then we'd eat lunch. And then after lunch, we'd watch Supermarket Sweep. What if you did a scavenger hunt like Supermarket Sweep, but before you turned the students loose to find their stack of books, you did a 10-question review? And it could be on genre or story elements or whatever you're studying that month in your curriculum. And then every question that they got right, they earned extra time. Like, you guys, we can hype this up as much as we want. And the more excited we get the students to get into the stacks and dig into the treasure that they hold, the more excited they're going to be about the books that they actually find. So there are, again, limitless ways you can do this. I've got printables for everything down in the description box. I hope that you have half as much fun doing this as I did creating it, and I hope that this helps your students fall in love with reading and discover new to them and great books. Thanks so much for stopping by my channel, Learning with the Word Nerd. I will see you here again for more teaching strategies, First Chapter Fridays, brain breaks, and other crazy teaching ideas I come up with. See you next time. Happy reading. Real quick before you go, here's a quick preview of some of the printables that come with this activity on Teachers Pay Teachers. I've got the cards with the lists on them, both pre-made ones and the blank ones, then a list of directions and also some implementation ideas, and finally some post-activity reflection sheets, what they think of the book after they've spent some time with it or maybe why they chose it in the first place, and then also a reading recommendation poster template that students can fill out and create to tell their fellow students about what they read and what they loved and why they should be the ones to pick it up next. Thanks so much for stopping by my channel. Please like this video and subscribe so you can stay up to date with all the great content I create. You can also check out more from me on Teachers Pay Teachers, my website, Word Nerdopolis, and my social media platforms. Everything's linked below. I'll see you here again next time. Happy reading!